Angel Grove, California. Arrival day.
Where's this field trip?
The Angel Caves. You know.
I haven't heard anything about this. Miss Appleby should have...
You signed the permission form, Dad.
I did?
Yeah, like ages ago.
I think I'd remember that, Kimmy. If this is some boy...
It's not. Look, I have to go. I'll be late for the bus.
Now, hang on a minute.
Oh, stop it, Jonathan. If Kim really says you signed it, then you did. Though, you could have reminded us before yesterday, Kim.
I thought you remembered. Sorry.
All right, then. What day do you get back?
Wednesday, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Why does it take 2 days to see some caves?
I don't know. I just signed up for it because it was something cool.
Or because Haley was going.
Totally not fair. Now, I really have to go. See you on Wednesday.
Okay. Have you got everything? That suitcase.
It's fine, Mom. Bye.
Bye, then.
I should follow her.
Oh, shut up and go to work, Jonathan.
Wow. Okay, that was close. Why did I lie to them? Why did I have to go see these caves so bad? I hate caves. I hate sleeping in a tent. I'm skipping school and will be in so much trouble. What the hell am I doing? I don't know. But I have to. I just know I do.
A mere few hours later, Kimberly had taken a bus to the said caves and had begun exploring them. She had only a flashlight to do so, but somehow knew exactly where she was going.
Here.
She stops at a specific spot, takes out the pickaxe she had borrowed from her father, and begins digging. It took hours, but eventually she saw it. The golden coin gleams, as though brand new, beneath the dirt and rock. She hacks at it more until the object is finally free. She pulls the coin from the rock, cleaning it off with her hands, and looks at it.
This is why I came here? How do I even know?
Kimberly does not have a chance to finish the sentence as in a flash of white light, she is gone. Just over a week later, Kimberly was now stood at her locker back at Angel Grove High. So much had changed in that week.
Ugh, grounded forever, detention, and having to retake the classes I missed after school. What the hell was I thinking? It wasn't though, was I? It was some sort of magic? That coin messed with my head somehow, made me find it. It was worth it though. We saved everyone.
Hey.
A boy walks up next to her. It was Tommy Oliver, a new kid in school. He is tall, handsome, and from what she can tell, insanely in shape. It was the shoulder-length brown hair that she had first noticed, though.
Oh, hey Tommy.
How's life in the doghouse?
Look, it happened and now I have to live with it.
Where did you go?
If you must know, I was trying to run away.
Really? But your dad is...
Loaded? I'm a spoiled brat, is that it?
No,
I didn't run away because Daddy didn't want to buy me a pony, okay? I gotta get to class.
Hey, I never said that.
But you meant it.
No, I was gonna say your dad is great to you, is all.
By spoiling me?
No.
They look at each other for a moment, before Kimberly finally exhales.
I'm sorry. I just must be wound up tight with everything. I mean, what happened in D.C.
I know. Insane. How anyone can just carry on like this is... it's crazy.
I gotta go. See you soon.
Hey, listen. We should do something sometime. Hang out. I mean, when you're done with your life sentence.
Sure. I'll let you know. See ya.
Later.
As she walks away, Kimberly holds her books tight in thought.
Whenever that will be. I doubt I can use an alien invasion as an excuse when I go missing again. This sucks.
High above the surfaces of Earth's moon sits a new landmark. Parked into its surface like a building lays the repulsor. It has been as such for 9 Earth days, but now its inhabitants build up to strike back. Goldar and Rita Bandora walk now into the ship's genetics lab.
But the battlesuits
are not enough. Our mistake last time was concentrating our attack on one area. We will not make the same one again. Finster, is it ready?
It will reach maturity within hours.
Good. Transport it to one of Earth's cities, I don't care which. Goldar, have your men attack 3 more with the suits. Even the mighty warriors of the coins will not be able to fight a battle of this size on 4 fronts.
understood.
As Goldar marches away with his orders, Rita peers down into a transparent tank full of green fluid. In it is a breathing black monstrosity, pulsing and convulsing under the bubbles, its tentacles lapping at the sides of the tank as it grows.
Just so you are aware, the spawning technology is limited. It knows only to kill. When it is done with the humans, it will not know friends from foe.
Then we shall make sure it has plenty of foes. Won't we? Time to make my monster grow.
Back on Earth, inside the operations facility named the Command Center, Billy Cranston is spending the day in his new world.
This tech is amazing! I could spend years here and not understand it all.
Would your parents and education center not miss you, Billy Cranston?
Alpha, just Billy, remember?
Ah, affirmative. Would they not, Billy?
I said could, Alpha. I doubt I could have any more sick days when my parents finding out something's up.
Then I hope they will be understanding.
What?
We have found them, Billy. The Zords!
And it would appear just in time.
Billy is startled as Zordon's face appears suddenly on his display tube.
Our scans have picked up objects heading for Earth from the moon.
Confirmed.
I don't suppose it could be NASA?
I'm afraid not, Billy. Zordon, shall I contact the other Rangers?
Yes, Alpha. It is best we are prepared for a larger scale assault before it is too late. Should it not be as I feared, we will simply deploy without the Zords.
Wait! It's 2 p.m. on the Pacific. Some of the others are probably at school. You asked us not to tell anyone what we did. Just teleporting them out of class, not a good idea.
Ay, 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 ay. Why did the coins pick juveniles?
I've been wondering about that.
We have theories, Billy. However, now is not the time. Now, how can we avoid revealing the Power Rangers to their peers?
I mean, I could just call them. We traded cell numbers before you went home last week.
A good idea. But hurry. Time grows short, and Rita will not wait.
Zack Taylor was luckily just arriving home when his phone rang.
Blue guy, what's up? Ah, crap. Fine, yeah, I'm clear. Let me just get off the street. All right, go.
Trini Kwan has already arrived back at her home.
So, I told her, who is going to be typing that report up, she thinks just because she got herself a fancy new husband that she's better than the rest of us.
Oh, sorry, Mom. Gotta take this.
Well,
Hey, Billy, listen, Oh, I see. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I'll be right there. Yeah, see you soon. Bye. Gotta head out, Mom. Just leave dinner in the microwave. I forgot I'd signed up to tutor some friends at school for their next test. Going to meet them at the library. I'll be back as soon as I can.
What?
I'm helping people, Mom. You said I should get more friends. Well, now I got some.
All right, I guess. Don't be too late.
I won't, I promise. Bye.
Bye, honey.
Jason Lee Scott, meanwhile, was just finishing his school day when he got the call. Now he was trying to make his excuses to leave.
Oh no. First you just leave me on the track. Now you're ditching me today? What's up, dude? Are we still cool?
Yeah, totally. I just forgot I double booked myself. Promised my dad I'd help him out with something after school. Promise.
Well, you better not be ditching me for a chick, man. I will be so mad.
Look, I told you. Last week I got a really bad stomach ache and was in the bathroom for like an hour. Today I'm helping my dad. Listen, I gotta go.
All right. We still on for tomorrow?
Totally. See you then, dude.
Okay.
Jason now made his way outside and around the building to where he could not be seen. He then reached down and texted Billy on his phone. Clear. He had only sent it a minute when he was washed over in red light. Jason smiled sincerely as he stepped down off the transporter pad seeing his new teammates. But it wasn't very long before he noticed someone was missing.
Where's Kim?
She didn't answer and then turned her phone off.
Do we wait?
No, we have to get on finding these things. She'll catch up.
Kimberly is, at that moment, sitting in silence, regretting her life choices, and glad that Ms. Appleby didn't add to her woes by taking her phone, letting her instead just turn it off.
It better have been, "Hey Kimberly, how are you? Want to hang out and talk about the big baboon in golden armor we fought? Those rock monsters, right?" No, it's probably the end of the world. Again. Damn it, I gotta do this.
Kimberly raises her hand.
Yes, Kimberly.
Hey, sorry, Miss Appleby, but I don't feel too good. Like at all. Can I go to the nurse's office, please?
I see. You look fine.
No, really. Please, I think I might throw up on the table.
Have you ever heard the story of the girl who cried wolf?
Boy.
I beg your pardon?
It was the boy who cried wolf.
See me after class. Now, as I was saying...
Screw my life.
Back at the command center, the other four were stood now listening to Zordon. As he spoke, a holographic map of the world shifted and changed with red dots indicating the locations he was speaking of.
Trini, you will find your saber-toothed tiger sword buried in the jungles of South America. Zack, you will find the mastodon sword buried beneath the ice of Antarctica. Billy, your triceratops has been located in the Sahara Desert. And finally, Jason, your Tyrannosaurus sword is buried deep under the rocky Grand Canyon here in America. Alpha will download the maps and information you see into personal handheld devices. But this is all we can give you. These quests are for you each to take alone.
Antarctica? Are you serious, man?
Hey, I haven't exactly got it easy in the desert.
I'll trade you.
Only your power coins will unlock the temples in which they are kept, and only you can activate and command the ancient weapons of which you have been assigned. Of this we are sure.
I was just joking. Well, we better get going. Easy for you to say. You ain't going to freeze to death finding the damn thing. You and Missy over there are practically going on vacation.
Alpha will supply you with all you need. Good luck, Rangers.
Moscow, Russia. Everything had changed since arrival day. The world had found out that its greatest threats were not from each other, but from above. And while it may have done wonders for global politics in some cases, in others, it made things worse. Russia had closed its borders after the attack from the stars, its military put on high alert, and its people rallied into a state of unrest. They were ready to take the fight to the new alien enemy, somehow. But even that could not prepare them for what was to come. From the sky came a large metal object the size of a small skyscraper. Their air force could do nothing. Missiles did nothing as they tracked its fall from orbit and down into the heart of their city. Luckily, the warning had given them time to evacuate the predicted landing zone and place tanks and an entire legion of troops around the area. The commander of the Russian task force watches as the metal crate appears through the clouds in a blaze, then falls to earth with a thud. a huge explosion that sent debris flying, a dust cloud spreading in its wake. The yell to open fire came. The shells and bullets hit. Fiery explosions form on its body, but still it stands firm and intact. A few moments later, it begins to uncoil, unraveling from a solid rectangle into a towering humanoid form. The thing stands almost 100 feet tall, made of metals and armor the likes of which Earth has never seen. It has 2 arms, 2 legs, and fractured white and grey armor plates all over them and its torso. Above those is a pointed white head with a large transparent window revealing the cockpit inside. In that cockpit sits Goldar, a smile on his gruesome face as his hands move over the controls and gear sticks.
Battlesuit 1 to all units. Respond.
Suit 2 online and in London. London. Yes, in London. Suit 3 in place in Hong Kong. So much fragile metal.
Keep your observations to yourself, Suit 2. What about the creature?
It should have landed in Tokyo by now. The humans won't be able to do anything until it's too late.
Understood. I'm taking fire. No damage. Time to execute. Commence attack.
With a touch of a button, Goldar's towering iron giant raises its arm. Its hand recoils to form a blast weapon and fires. The South Pole, Antarctica. The winds bellow as the cold air blows over the snowy lands of the south. Zack Taylor moves in the middle of it all, making his way over the desolate white wasteland.
The thing better be out here. I swear to God, if I meet the guy who buried my Zord weapon out here, I will kill him.
He is in a full coat designed for this weather, a hood over his head, a scarf around his neck and mouth, snow boots, and still he feels the cold. He takes out the scanner he was given and presses what he had been told was the on button. Nothing happened.
Oh, come on!
He speaks through gritted teeth.
Come on, you piece of...
To his surprise, it comes to life, the blue glow of the thing displaying that it was going to English mode. It finally begins to beep, and a female voice speaks.
You are 2 miles from your destination. Please continue 60 degrees northwest.
He grumbles and continues walking before throwing his arms up and crying out.
A snow buggy would have been nice.
The minutes pass like hours, and he can feel his body numbing, his toes feeling like they are going to drop off. His breathing becomes erratic and pronounced.
Maybe if I could just call for the thing to me. Like, Mastodon, get your ass here now. Or something, and it just comes to me. That would be great. Maybe I'll install it when I find the damn thing. God, I'm going mad out here.
You have arrived at your destination.
The device was now showing a helpful arrow. It is pointing directly downward.
Oh, of course.
He throws down the bag of charges he has been given by Alpha and retrieves them, setting all 6 around the area.
I only got 1 set of these, so you better be working right, lady.
He sets the final charge. Zack walks towards a mound of snow at what he thinks is a safe enough distance and takes out the remote detonator. He counts down from 5 and pressed it on 1. Shards of ice fly past him. He ducks, closing his eyes under the mound. Zack stood holding out his arms as he walked toward the giant crater he had created.
So? Where is it?
He yells again at no one. As if in response, he trips, shouting all the way as he rolls down the large new hole in the ice and stops only as he reaches the bottom. Zack pushes himself up with his hands. He looks up and finds himself staring directly at a large representation of his mammoth, half encased in ice. Not knowing what to do, he takes out his coin and looks down at the personal computer, smashed from the fall.
Great.
It's then that he sees a slot in the wall, almost an inverted version of his power coin. In fact, the slot looks like his coin will fit like a glove. He reaches out, placing the coin in the hole and waiting. The large symbol of the mammoth glows black for a moment, and the earth around him begins to tremor. The force of the tremors knock him backwards and down again to the ground. He then looks up and watches as the wall before him slides back. When finally it stops, it reveals a path beyond it. Inside, a row of lights activates one by one, revealing the metallic corridor and the path ahead. Hoping the cave doesn't come down on him, Zack timidly stands and steps inside. He walks the frozen corridor until, at the end of it, it opens out into what looks like a huge hangar. Zack swallows hard and continues onto the darkened area. The automatic lights in there are triggered one by one, revealing the massive metal area. Zack's eyes widened as the light reveals a giant robotic black and silver mastodon. It was big, really big. It hasn't been touched in thousands of years, yet here it is, ready to go. At least he hopes so. Zack continues towards the creature's left front leg, and feeling more than a little bit intimidated. He wanders around beneath the thing for a few moments before finding what looks like a door in the right hind leg, and a panel, though covered in ice. He wipes the ice away as best he can with his gloved hand and presses a button on it. Then a second. The second one glows blue and is followed by a mechanical whirl. The door slides back to reveal an elevator.
How the hell does this stuff work? How is it not frozen?
It is dark inside the elevator. Zack reaches back into his backpack and takes out the handheld torch he had been given, lighting the inside for a second before walking inside it and looking for an on switch. He finds it, pressing an up arrow and gasping when low-lit lights come on and the door closes. A second later, the elevator shakes and then begins to rise, taking him up the body of the thing. It isn't long before he reaches where it is going and opens to reveal a cockpit. He realizes from the shape of the window and walls that he is in the thing's head. It certainly looks like a cockpit. The window looking out, letting him know he was just above the machine's eyes, about the forehead from what he could tell. As he enters it, some low-level green lights activate. Zack shakes his head and then throws his bag down to the floor, making his way forward, and sits in the seat before various controls. He looks over them, finds what looks again to be a place for his power coin. He places it in the slot, and much like the entrance, as soon as he puts it in, the Zord whirls to life around him. All the panels before him light up, and what sounds like a power source now rumbles below him.
冇你咩地資格度關注咪？冇你作為資格你講很少話嘛？
What? Oh, great. It's speaking alien. How can I drive this thing when I can't speak to it, huh?
Language configured. Welcome to the Guardian Beast Mastodon. Please metamorph to confirm your identity.
What? Oh, right.
Zack reaches down and takes back the coin, surprised that the power stays on, and places it into his morpher, raising it high.
Mastodon!
A second later, he is in the control chair as the Black Ranger.
Thank you, Mastodon Warrior.
Ranger. Black Ranger.
New terms confirmed, Black Ranger. We are receiving an incoming transmission.
Huh? Well, put it on.
Zack, we are picking up a power source. Are you receiving receiving this? I don't think this kind of transmission will work, Zord.
No, I'm here. I don't know how, but you're calling me on this thing.
We found the carrier wave for the Zords' frequencies a long time ago. It's how we found them.
Yeah, well, I found it. It's something.
Zack, Pandora has begun her attack all over the planet. As I feared, she has escalated. 3 battlesuits twice the size of your Zords are attacking Earth's capital cities. And another unknown capsule has landed in Tokyo.
So where do I go?
We have reconfigured our teleportation technology, and they should be able to transport the Zords. We will use your signal and coin as a source.
You sure it'll work?
99.8%, Zack.
Okay.
We will transport you to Moscow. Are you ready?
As I ever will be. Just to be clear, I'm going to be beamed into the capital city of Russia in my giant robot mammoth to fight a massive robotic battlesuit. That right?
Yes.
Just checking. Wow, my life now. Ready.
In a shimmer of light, the Mastodon and Zack are gone from the hangar and whisked into battle. The Amazon rainforest. Deep in the jungles of South America, Trini was now realizing her quest sounded easier than it actually was. She has been hiking for hours through the dense jungle with no time for rest, finally following her scanner to an ancient ruin, one hidden in the jungles and off limits this far out from any safe haven of civilization. Clearly, it has been mapped and looted for its wonders and treasures, but what the archaeologists and plunderers did not find was that the massive wall with the carvings of the saber-toothed cat had something worth far more beyond it. She wondered how anyone could have missed it, as she too found her coin's keyhole and placed her power coin into it.
Oh, wow.
She was almost lost for words, seeing the giant yellow robotic recreation of the saber-toothed tiger. It was minutes later that she had found her own cockpit and brought the massive beast online. She too had begun speaking in English with her own computer. Her curiosity overcame her, and she began asking questions.
Saber-toothed tiger, who was your last pilot?
The last user of this guardian beast was 11,900 years ago by Saber-tooth warrior Boy.
The last Yellow Ranger was male?
Affirmative.
That would explain the lack of the skirt Kimberly's suit has.
She has stopped from asking her next question as the panel before her lit up with an incoming message.
Can you hear me, Trini?
Yeah, I'm in. How did no one find this thing? It's huge.
The Zords have ways to protect themselves from unwanted discoveries.
Okay, but why do I feel like I suddenly know this thing? Like, I've been in here before.
Your powers are not just physical, Trini. When you morphed, you were given knowledge of every weapon in your arsenal and how to use it. So shall it be with the Zord. The more time you spend in it, the more you and it will bond and unlock even greater power.
Starting to feel like a host to some parasite.
That would imply it is using you. It is a partnership, Trini. You and the powers are one and the same now.
Yep, not feeling much better about it. Where am I going?
Hong Kong. Pandora's battlesuits have begun destroying your cities. There isn't much time. Prepare for site-to-site transport.
Wait, what?
Meanwhile, Kimberly had just emerged from detention to see the panic and hear the chatter around her.
Did you hear? There's one in London as well. I can't believe they're back.
Oh no.
Kimberly found herself in an empty classroom and turned her phone back on, pressing to return Billy's call.
Greetings. This is a friend of Billy's. He can't talk right now, but if you will leave a message.
Alpha?
Kimberly? Oh, that's the
Why do you have Billy's phone?
He left it in case you got in contact. He doesn't have any signal where he is.
And where is he?
The Sahara Desert. He has just found his Triceratops Zord in a big pyramid. But there is no time to explain. Mandora has launched an attack with her battlesuits, and you need your Zord.
Oh no. If I disappear again, I'll be padlocked in my room.
Kimberly, you must. The planet is at stake.
Fine. Where is my Zord?
In an inactive volcano in Hawaii.
Wait, what?
I am teleporting you there now.
Okay.
Kimberly hung up the phone, seeing 3 missed calls. It then lit up and vibrates again. Her dad. She bites her lip and shakes her head, then turns the phone off. The Grand Canyon. Jason's would be a little more difficult. His Zord's hangar is locked deep underground in the middle of the red rocky sands of the Grand Canyon. He had spoken in length with Alpha before leaving about how to get underground, but each idea would take time and manpower they didn't have. Instead, he had waited in the command center as Alpha constructed a device that would hopefully remotely activate the Zord. Hopefully. He walks now across the desolate wasteland to a remote open area away from the tourist spots and to where the scanner is taking him. Finally, it tells him that he has reached his destination. He stops, taking out the remote device and placing the scanner in his shorts pocket. He takes out a bottle of fresh water from his backpack, takes a drink, and sets it down.
Here goes.
He presses the remote, sending out a signal on the frequency he has been given. Zordon has calculated it, but in this case even he wasn't perfect. Nothing. He pressed it again. Still nothing. He holds his arms out in frustration.
Damn it. I knew this wouldn't work.
Suddenly, the ground begins to shake. He looks down beneath his feet as the ground splits, the cracks growing in width and spreading both ahead and behind him.
Oh shit!
He runs as fast as he can away from the crack, stopping after a few meters and hoping it will be enough. The crack grew larger, the ground splitting in 2. From it begins to emerge a massive metallic red head with glowing blue eyes.
Oh my god!
Hong Kong is a smoking, destroyed war zone. The battlesuit tears through Hong Kong, destroying whatever lies in its path. The death toll and property damage is mounting. The pilot can hear their cries, their screams of peril, and simply responds with further destruction. He now looks down, seeing what looks to be a hospital. He grins. The suit walks towards it. Its arm extends, clenching its hand into a fist. He brings his hand forward on the throttle, ready to pound it to dust.
What?
The saber-toothed tiger ran on its long silver 4 legs, the thing letting out a growl as its tail cannon recoiled and returned to its normal position.
Get away from there, you son of a bitch!
The Zord pounces and clasps onto the suit's arm with its jaws. Its sharp, metallic silver fangs digging deep into the right arm of the suit, doing some real damage, before Trini piloted it to land perfectly on all 4s below.
Wow, how did I know to do that?
Attack inbound.
The fist of the suit hit, knocking the saber-toothed tiger back a few meters, but Trini was able to bring it about and stabilize, returning to the task at hand.
Kittysaurus, we have to get away from the city. If we fight here, it'll do much more damage.
Designation not recognized.
Well, you better get used to it, because that's your name now.
The suit swings for the tiger with a pounding fist, and Trini is only just able to pilot the Zord out of the way before again pouncing like its namesake and lashing for the suit with its fangs and metal claws. The battlesuit reels from the damage as sparks fly around the pilot in the cockpit. He reacts at once, firing the weapon's cannons. Trini is able to move out of the way, but at the cost of the building behind her.
See what I mean?
Trini now brought the laser cannon back online. The tail of the saber-toothed tiger upturned as it extended and fired. The blast rocks the suit as it takes another massive hit.
Yes!
Her celebration does not last too long, however, as the wounded weapon rises and stands upright again.
Oh no.
This time, Trini's evasives are only half as effective, as she takes 2 bad hits, falling to the ground with a thud. Before she knows what is happening, the alien weapon has grabbed the Zord and lifts it high over its head.
Oh god, oh no. What do I do, Kitty?
Brace for impact.
The pilot grins and pulls the switch to release. The suit throws the saber-toothed tiger with all its might and watches as it flies, coming down and smashing through one of Hong Kong's skyscrapers. The debris and smoke from the impact rising into the night sky. Trini pushes herself up from the controls, not too badly hurt, but the same could not be said for the saber-toothed tiger Zord.
Massive damage to all systems.
I hope the others are doing better than I am.
Zack was indeed faring a little better in Moscow. He had engaged Goldar's suit, and for the most part had things under control. Mostly.
So, you have weapons of your own. Very well. I will crush you in that thing like a tin can.
Use the freezing blast.
Okay, how do I... Right. Okay, yeah!
What?
Goldar's suit reels back as it is hit with a massive blast of ice-cold air from the mastodon's trunk. The suit begins to freeze over, turning to ice and unable to move.
No!
He frantically scrambles over the controls, but nothing works. The mastodon moving in for the final blow.
Computer, overheat outer body, bypass safeties. I do not care for your opinion. Do as I command.
It works. The outer body of the suit turns red hot and the ice melts away. The joints able to move again just in time to get out of the way from a laser blast from the mastodon's eyes.
My turn.
He moves in, reaching down with the suit's hands and grabbing the mastodon by its trunk, heaving it up into the air and swinging it up, around, and then down into the ground.
I can't get back on my feet. Where's the self-right on this thing?
I got you, dude!
Jason?
The ground shakes in time with pounding footsteps. Goldar looks up, stopping his assault for the moment to see where the impact tremors are coming from. Below, the waters of the Moskva River tremble, forming concentric circles in time with the pounding.
What is that?
He gets his answer as on the horizon stomps a massive red, silver, and black robotic Tyrannosaurus Rex. Jason peers from his cockpit, seeing into the transparent glass of Goldar's and seeing the Golden Warrior there.
You! Alright, you ugly ape. Ready for round 2? This time you're not getting away.
This time you'll be dead.
With that, Goldar charges his suit, crashing it into the T-Rex with almost a rugby tackle, and grappling to try and take the Tyrannosaurus down. Jason holds his ground. The Rex roars again as it throws Goldar off it, making space as it slashes its grey arm at the chest of the suit. Sparks fly as the battlesuit reels. Jason backs the Rex up and then ducks it down, feeling like he had done this 1,000 times as he swings the Tyrannosaurus around, whipping its red tail into Goldar's battlesuit and sending it crashing to the ground. Jason lets the feeling of pride wash over him, enjoying this a little too much.
And stay down!
Never!
The suit rights itself and stands, running in and clashing with the Tyrannosaur again. Billy, meanwhile, was holding his own against the London suit. The Triceratops cries out as it rolls on its giant tank-like treads down the streets of the old capital city, aiming its upturned tail as a two-barreled blast cannon of his own. The weapon fires, blasting the suit down.
Please stay down.
He doesn't. Billy doesn't hesitate to fire again. And again. But again, no luck. The suit is badly damaged, but stands again.
Oh, Forva, just blow up already!
The suit is hit with a huge blast, flying it back and into the Thames. Water rising up like a tsunami as it crashes into the deep waters and explodes. Trini, however, was not faring so well. She had managed to get the tiger back online for a moment before being thrown back down into the ground and almost curb-stomped into the earth by the suit.
Mayday! Mayday! I'm down! Please help! Alpha!
Help has arrived, Trini.
Huh?
She looks up, seeing the clouds break, and from them came a huge, wide-breasted plane. No, pterodactyl. Its white head pivoting on its neck as it swoops down. The pilot doesn't even see it before it's too late.
Open wide, asshole!
She fires, the sides of the wings sending down charged blasts into the suit and destroying it.
Woo! Yeah! Scratch one!
You okay, Trini?
I am, but Kittysaurus is hurt bad.
Kitty? Oh my god. You named it?
You didn't?
Yeah, pterodactyl.
No imagination. But thanks, Kim. Glad you could make it.
Yeah, me too. I think.
It wasn't long before the combination of the Mastodon and Tyrannosaurus was too much for Goldar's suit as well. His suit was now refrozen in place by Zack, and then blasted by lasers from the Tyrannosaur's eyes. Another one would certainly finish it.
This is not over. We were just the beginning.
He grins as he activates his emergency transport, just as Jason and Zack concentrate fire and destroy the suit.
We got him! This one's down, Alpha.
Well done, Rangers. The other battle suits are also destroyed, and... oh no.
What?
The capsule in Tokyo! It has been opened!
That's bad, isn't it?
Jason does not know the half of it, as from the vessel emerges long, black tentacles, each grabbing onto vehicles and people around it, crushing and dragging them into the dark. The horrid thing emerges and roars.